Okay, so let's take a look at the two solos that are in the alternate version of Blood Brothers. Okay, so basically the whole solo is pretty much in the first two shapes of the F minor pentatonic. So if you don't know those shapes, you've got 13, 16, 13, 15, 13, 15, 13, 15, 13, 16, 13, 16, then 16, this is the second shape. I start with this with my middle finger to practice with. 16, 18, 15, 18, 15, 18, 15, 17, 16, 18, 16, 18. Okay, cool. So what we're going to do first is slide into the 17th fret G and then 18th fret B string. So got this 1, 2, 3, and then 18th fret B, 17th fret G, 16th fret B. So 1, 2, 3, and 4, and tied into the next bar, that note, and then 1 and 2, two more hits there, then another one, and then 16th fret B, 15th fret G string, and then you got this up, down, up. So 3 more hits on the 16th fret B, and then this quick slide from 17 to 15 on G, 13th fret G, then 15, 15 on the D string. So those first 3 bars nice and slowly. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, 3, 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and. Cool, bar 4, you're going to do this. Start on the 15th fret D, 1, and, then 13, 15 G. Slide from 15 to 17. 15, 17, and then 16th fret B string, then 17, 17 on the G. I'll play those first 4 bars. So really cool pentatonic riffs here. Okay, so then you've got this next bit. You're going to put your middle finger 17th fret G, first finger 16th fret B, and then hammer on to hit it, and then hammer on to the 18th fret B. So you've got this 1 and, or 1 E and, 1 E, 1 E and 2, 1 E and 2, 3, then sorry, and 4 and 4 and. So and 4 and, you hit those 2 together, 17, 18, G and B string, then hit 17 G, 17, 16 B. So basically you just got these kind of 3 notes that you're playing around with in bar 5. So 1 E and 2, 3 and 4 and. It's tied into the next bar. Then beat 2, hit that again. And then 17, 16 B, 17 G, G, and then another slide from 17 to 15 G, and then 13 G. This is bar 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 now. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So bar 7, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay, so that bar is 13th fret G, 15th fret G, G string, and then you've got a bend, release, and pull off. Bend, release, pull off to the 13th G, and then 2 hits on the 15th fret D string. Okay, so that last bar, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then it's tied. They got another hit on the 15th fret D on beat 2, and then you got and 4 and. So 1, 2, 3, and 4 and. Sorry, 1 and 4 and. So 40, slide into the 7th fret G, 17th fret G, then 16, 16 on the B. And then what you've got here is a grace note hammer on, quick hammer on, 16 to 18. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then you've got this really cool little pull off, which is more of a kind of a minor scale thing, which is quite nice. So 16, pull off to 15, and then another pull off. So you're only picking this once. So and 4 and, only one pick there. 1, 2, 3 and 4 and, that ties into the next bar. 16th fret B, and then you've got 3 and is 3 and, a quick slide from 17 to 15 on the G, then pull off to the 13th G, and then 15, 15 on the G string. So far we've got this. 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, 3, 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and a 4 and 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3 and 4 and. So there's lots going on here, but it's bear with it. It's a really cool solo. Again, lots of kind of little fiddly bits. Okay, so this next bar. Slide from 15 to 17 G, 1 and 2 and, so 15 to 17, quick slide on the G, and then 16th fret B, and then slide back down, 17 to 15 G, and then 13 G, 15 G, slow bend, which is kind of 1.5 but beats, and then tied into the next bar, and then 16. So I've actually bent that and then played that 16th fret B with my little finger. So it's and 1, 2 and you've got another bend and release. So 3 and 4 and. Now play those last two bars. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay, next bar. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. I love this bit, it's really nice melody. So middle finger, 15th fret G string, 1 and 2, then and 3 and 4 and. Okay, nice simple rhythm in terms of rhythm. So middle finger, 15 to 17 slide, bar the 16th fret and the B and the E strings, so 18 B, 17, 17 G. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. That's a really nice little melody there. 1, then 15th fret G, then 15, slide down to 13 G, then 15, 13, 12 G, twice more on the 12th fret G, 13th fret D string, twice, and then you've basically got semiquavers or 16th notes for the next kind of two bars. 1 E and a 2 E, down up, remember semiquavers. 1 E and a 2 E, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool, so I'll play that whole of that first solo. So you got this, 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, 3, 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 E. 2, 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and a 4 and 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, oops, 1 and 2, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool, so in the second solo you've got a lot of the sort of same kind of techniques, just slightly different, okay? So let's take a look at the second solo. So first bar, you've got 1, 2, 3 and 4 and, very similar to the first bar of the first solo. 1, 2, then 18, 18 twice on the B, 17 G, 16 B, and then 17, 16 together, 16 B, 17 G, quick slide 17, 50, and then right at the end of the bar, you've got the 13th fret G. So those two bars together, 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3 and 4 and. Next bar, nice and simple. Hammer on 13 to 15 G, 1 and 2, and then 15, 15, 15, 15. So 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and you got this nice bit, nice bend, 15th fret G string, 1, then 16th fret, 3 hits on the 16th fret, and a slide, quick slide, 17, 15, hit the 13th fret G, quick slide 15 to 17, 16th fret B string, and then you've got this 1E, 1E, 16 to 18 hammer on, then 17, 18 together, beat 2 of the 5th bar, and then 18 B, 17 G, 18, 16 B, and then you've got 16, 16, 16 on the B string, 1, 2, 3 and quick slide from 17 to 15 on the G, 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 2 hits on the 13th fret G string. Next bar, 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and then that's tied into the next bar, 1 and 2 and this is, I think, is what's happening. It's quite weird, this rhythm here. Okay, it's quite fiddly to count. I've just got this 13, 15, quick bend, and then 13, 15 again on the G. So I'll play those kind of first 8 bars, nice and slowly. So 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. And that funny bit at the end of that bar. And then you've got some kind of sort of rests and bends in this next bar. So you've got this 1, that kind of thing. It's quite weird to count there. 1, so you've got hit the 15th fret G to start with, 1 and then a bend, little break, then a break, little break again, 15th fret, and then another bend. So you've got this 1 and 2 E and that kind of thing. And then a bend and release. It carries over into the next bar, 13 G, 15, 15 D. Another one of those, and then 15, 13 quick notes, 15, 15 on the A string, 13 D. So I'll play those 2 bars, those last 2 bars, weird timing here, 1 and 2. Really cool though. And they got 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 E and 1 and 2, so 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 E and all in the first shape of the F minor pentatonic, this bit. 15 fret G, another bend, 15 G, another bend, then 15, 13, 15, 13 quickly, and then 15 D. This next bit I think sounds absolutely brilliant. And you've got these kind of bends, and I think he's doing a pre-bend as well. So you've got this 1, comes in on the and of 2, so it's 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and. So 13 E, 16 B. I'm being really careful which fingers I use here. So first finger, little finger, first finger 13 E, little finger 16th fret B, and then use your third finger on the 15th fret bend on the G string. So 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and. Then you leave that bend there, which is a pre-bend, which is why it's a straight line and a tab in the walk through. So it's the pre-bend. So 1 and 2, 1 and 2, and then and 3 and 4 and. So here, could probably flip to your middle finger, 15, slide to 17 G, and 3, then do the bar again on the 16th fret, B, and then E string, 18th fret, B. So I play those last 2 bars, which I think are my favourite bars. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, oops, 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and one more time, 1, 2. It sounds really cool, that bit. And then 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. Yeah, slightly different bend here. You got 1 and 15th fret, and then you bend and then release. It's 1.5 beats. First half of the beat is 15th fret G, then the second half is bent up, and then the third kind of half is bent down. So it's 1 and 2 and 3, and then 13 G, 15, 13 D. Okay, and then you've got 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Nice and simple, this bar compared to the rest of the solo. Okay, so it's 1, 15th fret D, 1 and 2 and then 3 and 4 and 15th fret D. Okay, and this is the bit where the kind of you've got the rocky bit coming back in again. So quick hammer on 13 to 15 on the D, 1, 2, you got this 1, 2 and 15, 13 D, and then that's tied, and then another 13th fret D, and you've got these kind of 16th note patterns coming in, which is really cool. So 1 and 2 and a 3 and 4 and. So I'll play that bit again, all between the 13, 15th fret D strings. 1 and 2 and a 3 and 4 and then he basically does the same sort of thing but slightly different rhythm. He's got 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a. So that's going down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a. And then you basically do the same thing, but beat 3, you're going to go 1 and a 2 and a 3 E. Okay, so loads going on in this solo compared to a lot of the other ones, but some really good stuff in it. You've got bends, you've got pull-offs, hammer-ons, lots of different types of bends as well. So I'll play that whole of the second solo fairly slowly. Okay, so 2, 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 E, 2, 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3, 1. 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1 and a 2 and a 3 and 4 and 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 E. Cool, so that's pretty hardcore, those 2 solos, but some really great stuff in it. And don't forget, you can slow down the walkthrough in this video. Just any video on YouTube can be slowed down with the cog icon, especially with this kind of lots of techniques going on. But yeah, have fun with that, and hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers, bye.